Back home again in Indiana, and it seems that I can see.
Mishawaka High School. Tradition, excellence, community. Mishawaka High School is a special place with a long history in athletics. Football has been played since 1902. The team was nicknamed the Maroons until the 1920s, when Mishawaka was playing South Bend at Notre Dame. Tied 0-0 at halftime, a fan yelled, "We'll fight like cavemen." The team won in the second half, and from then on, the football team has been called the Cavemen. Football has won titles in 1920, 25, 26, 35, and 1950. They were also state runners-up in 1974 and 2012. We've had Sam Schrader as Indiana's Player of the Year. Purdue women's basketball coach Sharon Versup is one of the school's greatest athletes of all time. Not only Miss Basketball in 1984, but she was the leader of one of Steve Anderson's first volleyball state championships. Mishawaka has volleyball trophies and banners all over the school from 16 state final appearances and 4 state championships. Wrestling is another sport Mishawaka is known for. 3 state titles. In fact, our current coach Steve Sandifer won individual state championships in 2008 and 2009. Al Smith is a legend who is bigger than life in the Princess City. He still volunteers and helps in the room whenever he can. The Cave has been home to amazing players and coaches through the years. The oldest active high school gym in the state of Indiana, it was built in 1924. Not many big barns can say they had John Wooden as an opponent and Marv Wood as their home team coach. The man who inspired the movie Hoosiers coached both the boys and the girls programs at Mishawaka. Ron Hecklinski is the leader of the Cavemen now. The former Indiana High School All-Star coach spent 18 years at the Wigwam in Anderson. He also coached LeBron James in the McDonald's All-American game. Mishawaka offers 19 varsity sports: cheerleading, dance, lacrosse, and bowling. We also received our IHSAA banner this year as a member of Champions Together, with the future going towards unified sports. Giving the school and community pride in recent years has been the greatest distance runner in Indiana high school history. Notre Dame senior Anna Rohr graduated from Mishawaka in 2015. She was named the Indiana Cross Country Runner of the Year in 2013 and 15. The 2-time national champ was named the National Cross Country Runner of the Year after winning 6 state championships in cross and track. The facilities are improving every day. Steel Stadium was built in 1939 and now has the same natural grass and drainage system put in place at Michigan State. And after 5 years of running all track meets on the road, a new 8-lane track with a polyurethane rubberized BSS 300 surface is being installed. It'll be ready in August. The high jump area will be 5 times larger than before. Along with the track will be a new video scoreboard. The 40-foot wide Daktronic screen has 720p resolution, and it'll help tell our story at all outdoor events, including football, track, and graduation. The Mishawaka Pool is one of the nicest in the area and annually hosts a diving invitational as well as multiple sectional and regional events. Mishawaka is now also home to the Michiana Stars Swim Club. Eberhard Golf Course is a public course just a driver and a 3-wood away from the high school. The 18-hole course goes over and along the St. Joe River and is home to the Mishawaka golf team. We're very proud of Ward Baker Park off 12th Street. Just across Lincoln Way and the railroad tracks, you'll find 10 tennis courts, a beautiful soccer complex, and baseball and softball fields that can host varsity and JV games simultaneously and tournaments all summer long. The Strength and Conditioning Room will have a complete overhaul this summer. Brand new Pro Industries equipment will come to the expanded area. And running the facility, it'll be the former University of Tennessee head football strength and conditioning coach, Michael Surgeon. We've doubled our strength staff and are increasing the size of our medical training facility and are making the best efforts to give our kids the opportunity to succeed on and off the court, pool, and field. And finally, if you want to see us or hear us, you can check out cavemansports.com. Follow us on @CavemanSports on Twitter, see our games broadcast online on the Mishawaka Network, or hear us on WSBT 96.1 FM and AM 960.
Hello and welcome to the first Mishawaka Network broadcast of Cavemen Lady Volleyball. Evan Bordner here alongside Matt Rendell as we are getting ready to call the action for today. We'll be starting here in just a few minutes as you see the Lady Cavemen warming up. Matt, what do you think about what's going on today?
Well, we got a lot of new stuff up here, man. We got some new headsets, so we sound a little bit better. We got a new mixer here that we're working out. We're still using the TriCaster. We got some new people helping us out. Maddie Gruber on our camera over here. We got Parker Norris still running our TriCaster like a champ. But pretty exciting. We got a new floor. This is pretty nice.
Absolutely, lots of exciting stuff. And like we mentioned, this is our first broadcast. So for a lot of people, this is probably their first look at the new floor for the cave here. Really well done. Assistant Athletic Director Ryan Watson actually helped create this, along with a student, actually, Bailey Davis, who's a senior here at Mishawaka, helped make some of the designs for the floor. It
looks really nice for us here. Being on camera, you can see it's a lot brighter.
Absolutely.
Which is really nice.
You'll notice the floor is much, much lighter, which really makes things pop a little bit more.
So they're getting ready to do some announcements. We'll probably have the national anthem here soon, but let's go through what we got going on this week here. We got volleyball here tonight against Michigan City Marquette. We got the links out there. Follow us on Twitter. Our new thing is the Mishawaka Network. So you should see our new logos that yours truly created.
Absolutely.
But volleyball tonight. We've got a run through with the band tomorrow night for the football game Friday. We've got volleyball Thursday night, as well as a run through with the football team, and then Friday night the big football game against Valparaiso here at Steel Stadium.
Absolutely, and it will actually be our first home game and the debut of the brand new video scoreboard, which I'm sure you guys have heard much about over the course of these last few months. But I do believe that the national anthem is getting ready to come up, so.
Well, they're actually going to announce players, so you can see that. So if we can just, we're going to get some shots of them as they announce the players there. Let's go back to what we were talking about. Football game Friday, Evan. More importantly, if you come to the game on the Mishawaka sidelines, you'll be seeing Evan Bordner with the camera getting us some shots from the field. So that's going to be even more important there.
Absolutely. You'll be seeing me run around down there.
Stalking the sidelines there with the camera. So, no, it'll be fun, though. We've been working pretty hard, right, what we've been doing this summer.
All summer. And I think it's really going to pay off when we get out there and we see all the new stuff. Like we've mentioned, we got some new people working with us, and there will be some new people working with us all season long, probably over all our sports seasons here. So we want to thank them for that. But let's talk about football for a second. First game on the road against Portage. Mishawaka gets started. They get some points. Chris Harness is an absolute beast, you know. Anyways, Mishawaka takes the win for their first week on the road against Portage, 35-14. This week we have Valparaiso. What do you think about that, Matt?
Well, we talked about it when we were, doing commencement, which doesn't feel that long ago. But we talked about it when I said, these first 4 games are going to be a tough go for a new coach. But they came out really showed off a little bit. You said Harness ended up with 217 rushing yards last week. If you get on Twitter, Mishawaka Athletics, or you follow Angelo DiCarlo, he actually did an interview with Chris this afternoon, so you can get on there and look at that. But big game for the Cavemen, and now this week is going to probably be a big test. Big loss last year to Valparaiso, 40. I think it ended up being 49-7, something in that nature, where it ended up not being very good for the Cavemen. So they're going to want some revenge, and after looking so good against Portage, it's going to be a big game. Valpo coming off a big loss, though, right? So you got Penn beat Valpo 21-3. So obviously, in a short season, football season, 10, 11 games. Every game's big, but this is going to be a good barometer. Where are you at heading into your probably toughest games with New Prairie and Marist?
And absolutely. And talking about Valparaiso, we talked about Chris Harness and his dominant run last week. Running room probably going to be a little bit more scarce to come by as Mishawaka faces a little bit more stout defense of Valparaiso. But you're right. It should be a good test, as Valparaiso did lose to Penn 21-3. But it's interesting to note that for pretty much the entire first half of the game, Valparaiso was actually up. And we got the national.
No, that came quick. And there we go, Evan. Let's get to some volleyball here tonight. This is our first home match here at the Cave since they redid the floor. It's brand new. They peeled off 14 layers of coating off the floor, and they got a brand new look and that lighter color, the darker inside the three-point line. The volleyball team did have a home match last week, though. They played against Valparaiso and lost 3-0, but Valparaiso, one of the top teams in the state. So we'll see how the Cavemen can do here tonight. After a pretty strong performance this weekend, I think they ended up finishing third, if I remember correctly, in their tournament they played this weekend. So big game here for the Cavemen. We've got 2 home matches this week. You have tonight, and then Thursday they'll be here at the Cave against South Bend, Washington.
And the Cavemen come into this game against Michigan City Marquette. I believe 2-1 is the current record. So definitely not bad. Off to a winning record so far here.
JV won here right before this, 2-0, so a big time there. Just so you know some things, and we're learning too. We're not super knowledgeable on everything on all sports, but we're going to play best of 5 here. So we're in set number 1. You should see our score bug there across the bottom. You should see the Mishawaka Network logo. And then right now it says set 1, Mishawaka 0, and Marquette 0. And then so far we're tied at 0 sets apiece. So that's just some information to let you know. As right now we've got some earrings that are coming out of one of the Michigan City players. She had to get those out as the ref pointed that out, the official. Parker's talking and we can hear him. He loves the Mishawaka Network logo. I'm glad. You're welcome. So we ready to go. Coach Anderson's got his team huddled up over there as we're getting ready to go. They're just checking the lineups here.
And when you talk about Mishawaka legends, the name Steve Anderson has to come up in that conversation.
Last season he got those that 700 wins, which is big. That's crazy. And we're getting ready to go. A pretty good turnout here. They've actually not allowed anybody to come up to the top bowl here at the Cave, which is nice because then you can see a pretty good crowd right below us here. Some students off to the right.
Yeah, a decent student section out here. That's always good.
It looks like they got some signs over there. That's always nice. We're getting ready to go. Let's do it. Mishawaka's going to serve first. So this serve will be from number 2, Nikki Mitchell, and we're about to get this ready. Parker, you ready, my man? Let's do it. And the Cavemen will be serving. It'll be Nikki Mitchell. She puts it up and over. Michigan City Marquette just gets to it. Can they get it over? It's going to be short. So 3 hits, stays on their side, and that's point Cavemen to lead off our first game here at the new and improved Cave.
Absolutely, and just to give you a lineup of who's down there, that's Nikki Mitchell, number 2, Megan Fry, Emma Watford, that's Alex Lanou, Jordan Holland, and I believe that is Abby Barson. So they'll be starting out for us here on this first set.
Absolutely, and with that, as Evan's talking, another point Cavemen as the Cavemen go up 2-0 here in our first set. Still serving is going to be Mitchell. She bounces and puts it up and over. And there's another point off the bad hit.
And you know, if you are familiar with Mishawaka Sports, you watch the Mishawaka Sports Network a lot. Nikki Mitchell, familiar face for us, as she also plays girls basketball and is actually a pretty pretty important part of that team.
And been starting, you know, for a couple years for both the volleyball and basketball teams. So, yes, definitely familiar as Mitchell puts it up, and it'll be Barson, gets it up and over. Marquette keeps it alive, though. The hit is up and in, and a good save there by the Cavemen. Marquette's got to get it over on the third hit. It is. And we're going back and forth for the first time here tonight. And that's going to be a double hit there as Lanu couldn't quite get both hands on at the same time. And they're going to call her for that penalty, as it'll be the first points here for Marquette. In for Marquette right now is going to be number 3. That is Jillian Poland. As number 11, Isabella Pacheco leaves for Marquette.
And that looked like number 10, Liberty Riley, serving there for Michigan City Marquette. Sorry, couldn't quite get that one out there.
And that, what just happened there, it looked like Holland tried to get it over, hit it into the net, didn't go over or get touched, and then she hit it again. So another double hit makes it 3-2 in favor of the Cavemen.
Liberty Riley with her second serve here.
Mitchell puts it up. It'll be Barson again who taps it over. It's still up and good. And Marquette puts it back over. Mitchell back set over to Lanu, and that's going to be, they're going to say that's in. That was close as they call that in, and it'll be the Cavemen who get the serve back as Lanu goes back to serve for the Cavemen. Serve is up and over. Marquette with a good hit, but it's going to be too far. Just barely out. A really nice hit there, though, as it goes out of bounds. Point Cavemen. And we're ready again. Lanu puts it up. It's a left-handed serve. As it's hit over, Mitchell puts it up for Holland. Holland up for Barson. Barson with a big hit. Good save there, but it's going to be not hit over, but hit under the net.
Yeah, it goes under the net there.
And that will be a point for the Cavemen. And the serve is good again as Marquette gets it over the net. Lanu is there, though. Mitchell puts it up, and it's over to Fry. Big hit right into the middle of nowhere there in the back line, and that is in for a point Cavemen. So the Cavemen have built up a pretty strong 5-point lead, 7-2 here.
Yeah, great showing so far by the Cavemen here.
And that's going to lead us to our first timeout here of the evening. Timeouts are 1 minute, so we're going to fill this time here with just some talk here as I'm trying to find out what Marquette Catholic's mascot is, but I can't seem to find it.
And like we mentioned earlier, we encourage you to come out this Friday night to the home game, as it is our first home game of the year. And hopefully it'll be a big year for our Cavemen out here. Lots of new things to look forward to as far as facilities go. At Steel Stadium, you got your brand new track, you got your brand new field, which is from a few years ago, but still fairly new. And of course, as we've talked about, the video scoreboard, which is up now. We encourage you to come out and see it live for yourself as we are winding down the timeout here, 10 seconds left.
And definitely, you know, coming out Friday, but come out Thursday night, check out the volleyball team. This is a really nice floor, really nice venue. It was always nice here. You have the kind of unique stadium here at the Cave. But this floor is just, it's really, I mean, you can see it on our broadcast how much lighter it is, but you can really see it here in person.
Absolutely,
nice
and you notice the M in the middle replacing what used to be the Cave, but that did not go anywhere as the Cave is now down on the sides of the floor with the established 1924 and the Cavemen logo. As we go back, Alex Lanu serving here. And that'll be point Cavemen.
And that's going to be an ace right there as it didn't come back across. And that's up, but that's going to be too far as the Cavemen will keep serve as they keep scoring. And the serve by Lanu is short. Just not tall enough as it hit the top of the net and came back onto the Caveman side, and so that'll be a turnover there as it goes back over to Marquette Catholic for the serve.
Yeah, just about made it, and that'll be Maggie Williams, number 23, just short served for Marquette. It looks like it will go back to the Cavemen here.
Okay, I think I got it, Evan. It's the Blazers.
All right. The
Man,
Michigan City Marquette Blazers.
You think I would look on Max Preps first, but no, no. Why would I do that?
That's
in the net
just
and over.
Yep, that was Emma Watford there, number 22, serving for the Cavemen. Just inched over that net there.
Well, and it inched over, and it was another ace, so the Cavemen take the 11-3 lead here in our first set, as it looks like the Cavemen are on a roll right now, and another big ace there as she hits it right into the chest of another of the Blazer player, and she couldn't quite hit it up, and it goes down for Cavemen point 12-3 as the Cavemen have gone out to a 9-point advantage. And this time the Blazers will get it up, but they're going to call a double hit there on the almost a lift there where she didn't quite get both hands on at the same time. And we're still serving. The Cavemen back to serve again. Watford gets it up and over. This time it looks like the Blazers get it over, but that's not quite over as there's a 4-hit, as that'll turn into another point for the Cavemen. So the timeout by the Blazers hasn't worked out as the Cavemen have gone on another run here to extend the lead to 11. Watford with the serve again, gets it over. Blazers are going to get it. They do get it over this time. And Watford with the bad hit, but it looks like the Cavemen will keep it alive as Fry hits it over. It'll be the Blazers again. Big hit there, but a good block by the Cavemen as that's out of bounds off of the Blazers. Point Cavemen. And that sends Watford back to serve yet again. And it's up and it's over. Really nice serve, but kept alive by the Blazers. Fry to Mitchell. Mitchell back. Holland with the big hit. The Blazers got a good first hit off of the big hit, but they couldn't get it up and over, so a point back to the Cavemen as that's going to lead to another timeout call here by the Blazers. As we'll take a 1-minute timeout here. Cavemen lead 16-3 here on the first set.
That was nearly an incredible save there by Bree Moyer of Marquette. I think that would have made a highlight reel somewhere had that happened.
Well, she got that arm out, got it high enough, just nobody on the team could quite get there. Because on those big hits, you just want to get it, right? You want to get it up high enough so you can get your teammates to it. And they couldn't quite get there, but you're right, a pretty nice start to what could have been a good save there by the Blazers. So 16-3 here in favor of the Cavemen, which is good for us. Evan, how's the school year been going? We've been in school how many days so far?
Oh man, about a week. So I believe we're on day 5 now. As we started on Tuesday last week. School year's been good so far. You know, just living the dream, living the life. Seeing a lot of you, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Evan takes radio and television with me, first block every day, right?
Yep, that's
and then we're going to start seeing each other fourth block on some days because you're going to be working with me there. So that'll be fun for us. We're going to see a lot of each other, get a lot of work done, hopefully. You're excited. This is it for you, right? Senior year?
This is it. After this year, I will be leaving. But, you know, once a caveman, always a caveman, as they say.
Well, you come back. I'm back here, too, so. Watford serving again out of that timeout. This is the second timeout as the Blazers do get it over. And that's going to be up for Fry. Big hit, and that's in.
Looks like Weiss there maybe went up to get that spike there. Maybe just a little bit early.
Yeah, it looked pretty good. Looked in. The coach for the Blazers didn't like it. It was right in front of him. He thought that was out. But the call is in as it's 17-3. And it's up and over. As it'll be Fry to Mitchell. Mitchell puts it right up there, and that's going to be in.
Yeah, that was Weiss there with just a little bit of a tap over that. I'm sorry, Weiss.
Yeah.
Still getting these names down. I
apologize.
Well,
you know, most of them we know, but the new ones are going to be always the hard ones.
Yeah,
right?
and Weiss is actually homeschooled, believe it or not. So Hannah Weiss playing for the Cavemen, but actually homeschooled here as we're back to action.
Yeah, and Weiss puts that up for Mitchell. She puts it up for Fry, and she gets it down. Blazers stick with it. They get it over. Cavemen hit it over as Holland gets it up. Lanou there, though. It'll be Mitchell all the way across the Fry. Big hit, and that's going to be down for the point for the Cavemen. Back to what we were talking about, that homeschool, that's something we're going to have to get some clarity on. I didn't even know that. You were telling me that right before we started. Maybe that's somebody we might want to talk to before the next match just to get maybe a short interview. What's it like coming into kind of a big school like this? Being homeschooled.
Absolutely, yeah. That's something that I actually didn't even know you could do.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
But I think that's very interesting. So, yeah, hopefully we can get you some information for maybe Thursday, let you know a little bit more about that story.
Right on cue.
Absolutely.
Weiss with the big hit, and the point for the Cavemen is now 20-3 in favor of Mishawaka. Cavemen lead by 17 here, playing to 25 in each set. Got to win by 2. As the Watford's still serving. I didn't even realize that, but she's still serving. That's out of bounds. Cavemen point. 21-3. Cavemen lead as we're heading to the final stretch here of set number 1. Cavemen trying to go up 1-0. After this set is over, we're going to play you a short clip from last week's football game. So we'll bring you that here shortly. As that serve by Watford goes into the net. In for Marquette for the Blazers is number 15, Riley Grotz. Serve is over, and the Cavemen not get it over on 3. It's some miscommunication there, as that'll be another point for the Blazers.
And that was a nice serve there by Sarah Molina from Marquette.
Blazers scored 2 consecutive points there. They haven't done that a lot here, trailing 21-5. See if they can keep it going. Another good serve as Lanoux gets to it. Watford puts it back up as Lanou's got to get it over. She does. The Blazers have a good chance here, though. Good hit. Mitchell saves it in there, though. Hollins gets it all the way across, and Fry can't get it over. So 3 straight points there. 21-6, Cavemen lead.
And Molina will be serving here for Marquette as they launch it over. Emma Watford gets it up in the air.
Fry with a good hit there, kept it in. 22-6 is the lead for the Cavemen.
And Holland, of course, a transfer from Penn last year, here playing for the Cavemen this year.
Very nice. Look at this. Evan's got all the information for us. gotta have those sources. Got Adam Schefter over here.
Oh, yeah, I try.
And that's going to be the Blazers. A good hit, but Holland's right there. They got to get it over, though, as Mitchell saw it. And Weiss didn't, and they ran into each other. So a big run here so far. I mean, it's going to be tough to come back, but 4 or 5 straight points here by the Blazers is a good sign for them to go into the next set, try to keep something going.
Absolutely. And the chemistry, you notice, with this team is very, very good. You know, helping each other out.
Pulling back to serve again. She gets it over. It'll be Holland up to Fry. Fry, big hit into the net. Point Blazers. Poland's going to serve again. Got a couple players for the Blazers wearing the glasses out there. I'd be nervous about that.
Absolutely.
Mitchell puts it up over to Holland. Right in front to Weiss, who has a good hit, but can't keep it in, and that's going to be down. A good block.
Nice block by Weiss there.
And that's going to be 23-8, Cavemen lead. Fry will go back to serve. Fry will try to put this away in a couple serves here, get those 2 points, and win the first set. And it'll be Fry back to serve. She puts it up and over. Blazers have to get it over, and they do. Weiss puts it up for Holland. Back to Weiss. Good job by the Cavemen there on the 1-2 there. We talked before. I don't think we've talked about it on air, but one of the Cavemen's better players is not playing tonight. Who is that?
That would be Courtney Pelletier.
Okay, coming off injury?
Yeah, coming off, I believe, the right ankle. Had an incident at their match at John Young.
Okay. With that, the Cavemen win set number 1, 25-8. We'll take a couple minutes here off as the Cavemen win set number 1, and we'll be back to bring you set number 2.
The opening game of the 2018 season had a lot of excitement. Keith Kinder was in his first game as the varsity head coach at Mishawaka, and the Cavemen did not disappoint. At Portage, look at Chris Harness from the 36. He goes 64 yards. Nobody's going to catch him. Number 2 goes for 6. The Cavemen had a 7-0 lead with 8 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. When you see the hole and you pop through it and then you got a long run, what's your job?
hey, I just got to keep going, keep chugging, run as fast as I can, get to the end zone.
Yeah, he's special, man. When he gets in the open field, I don't think that there's too many guys on our schedule that can catch him. That's a really good weapon to have when he gets to that second level.
After a Mishawaka fumble, the score was tied, but it didn't take the Cavemen long to respond. Sam Shively goes to the air. Ryan Watt, 1:25 to go in the first quarter, a 16-yard touchdown. Mishawaka took the lead 14-7. They would never look back. Shively had a game, not only the passing TD, but he had 2 rushing touchdowns. It was 21-7 Mishawaka.
I'm amazed by this team tonight. Defense really stood up, and we just pounded the ball down the throat all night.
Just before half, Mishawaka trying to add to their lead. This one's picked off. It was 21-7. The 14-point lead for the Cavemen stood at halftime.
Yeah, really proud of our effort. I thought that we left some points out in the first half. Turned the ball over on our own end, and then, a late penalty there in the first half. I thought it could have been 28-0 at halftime. So we got some things that we got to clean up, but really pleased with how hard we played tonight.
Neither team scored in the third quarter, but in the fourth, it was Shively again. A 2-yard touchdown. Mishawaka leads 28-7. And then it's Harness. Look at the kid. He stays low. The offensive line gives him a hole. Harness is gone again. 45 yards. He goes over 100 yards rushing. Mishawaka had a 35-7 lead. They go on to win 35-14. The Cavemen are 1-0.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Our defense really stepped up. We played really hard tonight, and I can't be any happier with the results tonight.
We talked about that before the game started, just, how much they love being around each other, and I think that that's always the mark of, really good teams is teams that like playing for each other and with each other. So we got a special group. We got to get a lot better, but it's a good start.
Up next, come to Mishawaka's Steel Stadium. It's August 24th, the debut of the big video scoreboard, Mishawaka versus Valpo.
Hopefully we have a great crowd. Valpo is a really good, tough team. We're going to have our hands full, and we're going to need all the help that we can get.
That's going to be exciting next week.
It's the last time I get to go out there for the first time, so I'm really excited to see our new video board, new track and everything. I want everybody to come out and see us play really hard.
We're back here ready for our second set as the Cavemen won the first set, 25-8. What were your big takeaways there from the first set?
Big takeaways, Mishawaka, big lead early on, but towards the end of that, they seemed to give up some points. I think the final score was 25-8, as you mentioned. And I think one thing that they really need to take into account is not to let off the pedal as things wind down. Many great sports feats have ended up bad because of letting off the pedal towards the end there.
Yeah, but overall, pretty good. A lot of good hits, a lot of good saves, some good blocks. A lot of different ways they scored points. They scored points blocking the ball, serves on some aces, some big-time spikes there. So they had a lot of different ways to score some points. So they're going to look for a lot more of the same. Marquette's going to start us off here in set number 2. Back to serve is number 32, Maddie Lindsay, as she will put it up and into the net, but over, as it'll be Barson puts it up and Lanu gets it over, and it's going to be down for a point Cavemen. So Cavemen start second set just as they did the first, scoring the point and doing it in pretty convincing fashion as she got it right into the defense. Nobody there, as we're going to go with a sub here. Incoming for the Blazers is number 10, Liberty Riley, as the server there, number 32, Maddie Lindsay, goes out. Back to serve for the Cavemen is going to be number 4, Alex Lanu. Serve is up and over. And that's going to be a foul there, an infraction. Will give the Cavemen another point.
It looks like maybe some miscommunication there by Marquette. Communication, huge part of volleyball, calling out the ball.
When it was the play that just came in, too, which makes it even harder. And she gets called for a second one as they're going to call a double hit, as she didn't think that was a good call. But
absolutely. As somebody who plays volleyball recreationally, as we mentioned, big part of calling out the ball, as I've face planted many times than other people. As we're back to the action here.
And a good save there by Watford, as it'll be Mitchell all the way to Barson, and Barson just got it too low as it goes off the top of the net. Point Marquette, as the serve will go over to the Blazers. It'll be number 23 serving for Marquette. That is Maggie Williams, as she puts it up and into the net. Not good.
Just a little short there.
Yeah, so the first serve of this match went in net but went over. This one did not, as that'll be a point Caveman, 4-1 in favor of Mishawaka.
Watford back to serve. Marquette gets it over. That's Lanu. Mitchell putting it up, and Megan Fry with the spike, and that goes out of bounds. Point Cavemen into the crowd. Took out that poor little girl down there.
Yeah, she was walking in at the wrong time, but that was a big-time hit there by Megan Fry.
And you notice the power of Megan Fry on those spikes, really launching that ball. It's Watford again serving.
Another big hit as it goes off the head of the Marquette player and out of bounds, as it'll be another point Caveman. Caveman rolling again, 6-1 here in set number 2.
Watford serves there, just bounces at the feet. Number 23 of Marquette. (7-1) is the score, as Watford again with the serve. Marquette gets it over as Fry will get up in the air. Holland with the spike over. Hits off a Marquette player and goes out of bounds, as Cavemen will get the point there. Oh, and that serve by Watford just a little bit short there, as Marquette will go to serve. That looks to be number 15, Riley Grott, serving for Marquette. Good hit there by Watford. Megan Fry sends it over.
And how many of those she had tonight? I expect to see that a lot this season.
I want to be the first one to say, you do not want to be in the way of that ball when Megan Fry launches that over. I mean, that's a concussion right there.
Caveman, that one's up and over. A really nice serve on the edge there, as it's hit over by the Blazers. And the Blazers get the serve, as Mitchell just barely got that. Fry puts it up, and Watford gets it over. The Blazers get it back over as they're going to play it. It'll be Holland up for Weiss, and it's down and good for the Cavemen.
Good hit there by Weiss as she sends it over.
It's going to be number 9 coming in the game for the Cavemen. Number 9 is new to the team also, correct?
Yes, Bailey Reister, another transfer from Penn. Mishawaka Cavemen here. So we'll see what she can do, as and can't quite get it over there is Marquette.
And as the Blazers get it over this time, Holland gets it just over, as it'll come back over, and that's going to be out of bounds. Point in.
And Fry here to serve. Marquette getting it over there. Watford and Reister put back over, but Marquette puts it back over. Weiss hangs on the net. Oh. Reister there goes for the spike, but gets blocked by Marquette, as Marquette will take the point and the serve. 12-4 here. This will be number 21. Allie McConnell serving there.
Keep leaving you okay?
Doing all right, I think.
Weiss is there for the serve again. She gets it over. The Blazers are going to try to get it back over, and they do. So the Cavemen are ready for it. That's up for Barson. Barson, good hit, but it's kept in play there by the Blazers, and they get it over. And Fry saved it, and Coach Anderson there kicked it, but that's going to be a point for the Blazers. We had a few technical difficulties there. We were cutting in and out. We changed the cord. I think we're okay now. Parker, how we doing? Better? He says we're doing fine. So Parker's the man, so we're going to trust him. Wofford gets it up, and it'll be Holland. Fry, big hit, too long though. Fry's got that big hit. Sometimes it comes a little bit too far, as it's 13-6 in favor of the Cavemen. We are in set number 2. Good hit there, and it's out of bounds. Yep, out of bounds, point Cavemen, as the Cavemen will score there. 14-6 as the Cavemen look to win set number 2. They're just over halfway there. You like that math there? Just over halfway there.
Better than I could do. And that's Mitchell with the serve.
And it'll be the Blazers trying to get it up and over. They do, but it's too far as it hits the coach on the sidelines there. That's too.
I'm telling you, Steve Anderson is in a bad
he's ready
spot
to go,
down there
man.
on that court.
He's standing there. He's ready. He didn't flinch on either of them.
No,
he stood there and took them. It'll be Mitchell to serve again for the Cavemen. Cavemen lead by 9 here in set number 2. The serve is up and over. She puts it right into the middle there, but it's saved by the Blazers. Holland puts it up for Barson, who gets it over. It's tipped at the net, and the third hit is, I thought it was going over. Just into the net, though. 10-point lead here in set number 2 as the Cavemen look to win another set and try to take a 2-0 advantage. And that's out of bounds on the ace, though. It was inbounds. Oh, look at that. And an ace for the Cavemen as Mitchell gets the ace. The Cavemen do a nice little dance there when they get an ace. They click their heels together. They say something. As another good serve by Mitchell. And can they get it over? Good running save as they do. Fry puts it up. Mitchell puts it all the way across. Reister puts it down. And here come the Blazers. They get it over. Mitchell will set it, this time backwards to Holland, who comes running in off one foot, and it's in. The Blazer player was there, but she didn't go for it, thinking it was going to go out, but it didn't, and that's going to lead to another timeout here for the Blazers as the Cavemen get out to a 12-point lead, 18-6 here in set number 2.
Absolutely good showing here by the Cavemen.
Absolutely. A nice fan base here coming out. It's not always easy to get people to come out on a Monday night to a volleyball game, but you got a lot of fans out here for our first true home volleyball match. What do we got coming up this week here for the Mishawaka Network?
Mishawaka Network. Friday, we got Valpo.
Absolutely.
Thursday, we have another volleyball match. Not 100% sure who it is against.
I think it is South Bend, Washington here.
South Bend, Washington.
At the Cave. So you can come out, check out the volleyball team again on Thursday. That's going to be a big night for us. We're doing our first big walkthrough before the game for Friday night. So we're going to be out at the football stadium for a little while before we come inside. So it's going to be a long day for us.
Absolutely. And over the course of these last couple months, everybody really has put in quite an effort to make sure everything runs smoothly on Friday nights.
And a lot of help for people from us, too. We've gotten a lot of support from administrators here at the school with Mr. Caldroni and everybody there. We've had a lot of support from the admin office, with starting at the top with Dr. Spiker, going through the tech department with Eric Johnson. A lot of people helping us out to make this not just one of the great student broadcasts in the state of Indiana, but one of the great broadcasts, period.
Absolutely.
We're back to some action here. The Cavemen were serving, as it'll be Mitchell putting it up as Holland gets it down, but the Blazers are ready for it. as the Blazers get it up and across, and Watford can't quite get to it as she was backpedaling there. They dove for it but couldn't get it over as the Blazers score, making it 18-7. Sub there is number 25 for the Blazers. Emily Lasky comes in the game as the serve is up and over by Maddie Lindsay. It'll be Mitchell up to Barson. Big hit by Barson, but right there are the Blazers. And they got to get it over. They do. Mitchell puts it up for Holland. Holland, big hit. Good save there so far by the Blazers. Can they get it over? Yes. Barson up to Mitchell all the way across. Reister with the big hit, but again, the Blazers are there. They hit it over. Watford. Mitchell, Barson off the block, still alive. And the Blazers get it up and over. And two players there for the Cavemen. Neither of them get it.
That's where that communication comes into play.
And it's coming so fast, though. They hit that one. They're coming right at you, right in between you. And Watford have been going for all of those. She doesn't quite go for that one. She flinched right in the middle, and it'll be a point for the Blazers.
Absolutely. A good back and forth.
Yeah. Lindsay gets it over. It'll be Mitchell who taps it right into space there.
Great job by Mitchell there.
Yeah,
situational awareness.
Well, and they've been doing kind of a lot of the same things, those forward sets, those back sets, and she just saw that opening there. They weren't ready for it. She just kind of set it over on the second hit and got it to go.
Absolutely great player IQ there by Mitchell as Lanu is back to serve here.
Yeah, Lanu subbed in for Reister as she serves it up and over. It'll be Watford to Mitchell, puts it up as Barson gets it over and in.
Oh.
Very nice play there as she was going to go for the kill, but it wasn't high enough for her, so she just kind of tapped it over into space again, and that gives the Cavemen a 12-point lead of 20-8.
It's a nice little corner pocket there.
Absolutely. Lanu back to serve. Serve is up and over. Blazers get it up. Lanu puts it up, not a great hit, but Mitchell gets to it. And Lanu puts it over and still in play. Blazers get it over. Two players there, but Mitchell takes charge. Holland puts all the way across to Fry, who hits it over. Good save there, one-handed. Blazers got to hit it over and just barely clears the net as Barson hits it over. And it'll still be in play. Good hit. Mitchell right there, though. So we're going back and forth again. Fry with the big hit, and that's going to fall.
Oh, it's still low.
The 4 hits, though. That was a good effort there by all the Blazers. You had 3 of them laying out on the floor, and if they had 1 extra hit, they would have been good. That went over.
It's almost hypnotizing watching them go back and forth.
21-8 is the lead as Lanu gets the serve. And it'll be the Blazers. They get it up and over too long, though. Point Cavemen. 22-8 Cavemen lead. They're looking to take a 2-0 advantage if they can score 3 more points here.
Once again, Cavemen kind of running away with this here towards the end.
They're trying to get another pillow toss here today. You know about that?
I don't. You have to explain that to me.
Yeah, we'll find out if we win. Another big hit as that goes out of bounds in favor of the Cavemen, 23-8. This is going to not be good for the video audience. There's a pillow over there at the end of the bench where Coach Anderson sits, and they like throw it up at the end of the game. Maybe we'll have to get some more clarity on that also. I'm not lying to you, I promise you.
I believe you. I see it down there, yeah. I believe, yeah.
As that goes a point to the Blazers, as the Blazers score their 9th point, that's 1 more than they scored in the first set, so improvement, you look to improve, so hopefully you can get better, and they are. So there's going to be a serve by the Blazers. Lanu to Mitchell, Mitchell to Barson, Barson into the net, and that's going to be a point for the Blazers as they're going to say that wasn't blocked as that went into the net. So the Blazers score again. Yeah, it just barely didn't get over. It was blocked, but the net, it didn't get over the net. So that'll be a 4-hit penalty on the Cavemen. 23-10. And that's a serve went under the net, actually. So that'll be a point for the Cavemen. 24-10 in favor of Mishawaka. Watford to serve to try to win our second set here. It is 24-10. 1 more serve and point. Didn't quite get over as that'll be a point for the Blazers. So we'll have to serve again. As this will be number 15, Riley Grott, back to serve for the Blazers. She puts it up and over. 2 Cavemen collide, but they get it up as it'll be Reese who gets it over. Excuse me, Weiss. Nobody got to that one. Nikki Mitchell was running up to the front of the net, and as she kind of ran up, the ball came across. And
yeah, hit the hand of Holland there.
Yeah, everybody kind of watched it, and Holland stuck her arm out, but couldn't quite get to it. 24-12 in favor of the Cavemen. Grott with the serve again. Watford puts it up. Holland all the way over to Fry. Fry hits the net, but it goes over. Fry puts it up. Mitchell up. Big hit by Weiss, but it's blocked down. It's a great block there by number 2 for the Blazers, Sarah Molina. A very good play to stop the Cavemen from winning this set as the Blazers went on a little run here. 4 or 5 points in a row.
Going. Refusing to give them that last point there.
You got to like that as a coach, of course.
Absolutely.
Fry, good hit there. It's still in play. Can they keep the streak alive? They do. Watford to Mitchell, who taps it over and again gets that
and again,
point.
she got them on that fake there. You know, they've been doing a hit, and he puts it up.
The set, and instead of putting it up for the third hit, she just tapped it right over. As we are going to take just about a minute break to play you one more quick video here, and we'll come back to bring you the third set for the Cavemen. They hope it is the final set. So Parker's going to get us set up here with our video. It's going to be quickly about Mishawaka schools, show you what's going on, and then we'll be back to bring you our third set.
We can't pick everything in life, right? Parents, where we grow up, or things like the weather. But leadership? That's a choice. We're the faculty and staff of Mishawaka schools, and we see tomorrow's leaders in every neighborhood, every town around. We're growing leaders in a culture of excellence with project-based learning, award-winning arts, sciences, a focus on safety, small class size, and preparing students for the global economy. Growing leaders in a culture of excellence. That's the Mishawaka way. You can't pick everything in life, but you can pick a culture of excellence. The Mishawaka way. Be great. Pick Mishawaka Schools. Enroll today. Visit pickmishawakaschools.com. pickmishawakaschools.com.
Matt, something we might want to mention.
We're back here as Evan's talking to us. We got about a minute and a half into until our third set will start. We've got a lot of exciting things going on. Both we talked about the athletics, but we've kind of rebranded. So if you are on Twitter, you can follow us on Twitter as Mishawaka Network. Also, all of the stuff we put out also goes out on Facebook, Mishawaka Network. And the rebrand is big for us because we're trying to reach a wider audience, of course.
Broaden our horizons a little bit.
We have some more equipment and some more things we're doing. We're doing the video scoreboard out there. We've got a lot going on, but we're going to try to bring you even more events. Obviously, we're going to keep bringing you the home sporting events, but last year at the end of the year, we had some opportunities. We brought you Mayfest, which was really cool, and it turned out really nice.
Commencement.
We did commencement, and that was kind of a big thing for us as commencement. Parker was out on vacation doing some stuff, and that was me and Evan bringing you that too. And actually, Dean Huppert came out and ran a camera for us too.
Absolutely.
And so, but something that turned out really nice. We look forward to doing that this year. We're gonna get some different people as you'll be walking across that stage.
Yes.
We'll make sure to put some fireworks when you come across.
Thank you.
Know,
appreciate that.
And when Parker comes across too, of course. But kind of we're trying to bring you more events, more things, bring you more updates around the school. So on the YouTube channel, we'll bring you to the live events, of course, the volleyball, the football here in the fall, the basketball, wrestling in the spring. But we're going to be bringing you some more things as well. We're going to be producing some content. We'll have some videos we'll be putting out there that we're creating. We've already got one that Parker and I started working on today. That'll be coming to you soon, hopefully. And then we're actually in radio and television class. We started some storyboarding today, some ideas that we're going to try to get to you, which are exciting.
Really exciting things. One thing we can mention real quick, track this year. Brand new track, which means the first time in, I believe, 4 or 5 years, Mishawaka will run a home meet.
Again, that's something we'll want to – I think it's longer than that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay.
I don't know that for sure, but I'm fairly sure. And after all of that, it looks like we're going to have Courtney Pelletier started in there and subbed right out. So kind of nice just to get her in there. She's coming off that injury, but Cavemen are out there ready for set number 3 as the Cavemen lead 2-0, and it is 0-0 here. But yeah, we're going to try to bring you more stuff. Evan and Parker in TV and radio, they are helping out to create some content. We're going to be starting bringing you some more stuff, so it's very exciting for us. As the first serve is by Nikki Mitchell, and it's an ace. 1-0 already, so the Cavemen picking up right where they left off, trying to win this third set and get us out of here early.
And they've taken the first point, I think, in every set so far.
And another ace right there.
Right off the arm again, same direction.
Well, and we don't really see it from up here. I wish we had that camera on the floor. We're hoping to have a floor camera because I think that thing's spinning a little bit weird because you saw both of these have gone off the kind of right arm.
Yeah, maybe not expecting the way it's spinning there.
Yeah, and this time they'll be able to get it up. Can they get it over? They do. Mitchell's there, though. Lanu puts it up. This is for Holland. Holland gets it up but can't get it over as that goes off the net and down for a point. Blazers 2-1 in favor of the Cavemen. They have not trailed once in this entire match as they've won the first 2 sets pretty easily, as right now the Blazers are going to try to tie it as the serve is up and over. Fry puts it up. Mitchell with the set. Barson hit too far,
a little too far,
and that'll be point for the Blazers, and we're tied 2-2. Again, the Cavemen have been winning almost exclusively the whole time.
Yeah, I think this may be the first time.
Stray volleyball here. As we're back for action. Watford to Mitchell. Mitchell back to Lanu. Lanu, big time hit, but right there are the Blazers. And that's going to be over block, though, and point Cavemen.
Good block by Lanu there. And I think
I don't know if it went over the net, but it was definitely a good block by the
was
Cavemen.
it? Okay.
No, they were there, definitely. It wasn't going to.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Abby Barson may have got a piece of that as well, as Lanu is back to serve here.
The serve is up and over. 3-2 in favor of the Cavemen. Good job there, but a great diving save by Watford as they get it over. A great save there by the Cavemen. Good hit, and that's going to fall. Looked like she got to it,
I
but
think she did.
They're going to say it hit the ground just before she could get her hand on it.
Close either way.
Yeah.
Nice hustle there by Lanu.
3-3 is the score, I think. Yes, it is. And that serve is high. You don't see that very often as Mitchell puts it back for Holland. Good hit by Holland. Blazers pick it up. They get it over, and it's out of bounds. Point Cavemen, 4-3, but it's been kind of back and forth as Pelletier does come into the game as you hear the cheers.
Coming off that injury here. I believe this is their first time in game since the injury, hence the crowd reaction there.
And you hear the crowd even a little bit louder as Pelletier comes up, hits it, and it's still in play. As it'll be up for Fry this time. A good save there by the Blazers. Can they get it over? They do. Some good plays here by both sides as that's back to Holland. Holland off the block and down. So some exciting action there as both teams saving it, diving across the floor. 5-3 in favor of the Cavemen. Definitely our most exciting stretch here so far.
Absolutely.
Cavemen will be serving. This will be Watford, who had probably the longest run. I think they scored maybe 10 or 12 straight points in the first set with her serving.
Really important part of this team is Watford. Ooh.
And that's not going to quite get over the net as the Cavemen will score the point. She wears the white jersey, which you'll see both teams have one player wearing the white jersey. As Watford again with a good serve. And that's a good hit there by the Blazers, as that is a point for the Blazers and makes it 6-4. Cavemen lead.
Things starting to heat up here. The players really starting to get into it.
Fans starting to cheer louder. It's kind of fun. In an early season match against two teams who, while they play each other most years, they're not, big rivals or anything. They're not even in the same area.
Out.
Yeah, good block there, but it went out of bounds. Point Cavemen as Holland will go back to serve. Again, we're hoping to bring you, even in volleyball matches, a couple camera angles. It'd be, at times like this when we're getting the ball back to show you some different things, some fans, some of the players' faces and things like that, while we still have this top angle, which is good.
And a great new addition, we're cordless now.
Well, yeah, that's the hope, if it works,
hope.
right? We've tested it out a few times. It's worked very well on the football stadium, so we've got a lot of new stuff. It's exciting. It's a good block there by Pelletier and Mitchell as the Cavemen will score, making it 8-4. And Holland with a very nice serve there, but the Blazers will have a chance here. They get it up and over, but Holland is right there. And it'll be Pelletier who puts it up and over. And that goes into the net and down. Cavemen point as the Cavemen are starting to pull away here in the third set, trying to win in decisive fashion as they've won the first 2 sets very handily. That's up and over. And the Blazers hit it, but that's well too far as Barson catches it on the bench. And there's another point for the Cavemen as Holland will go back to serve again. 10-4 now as the Cavemen start to pull away. And that'll cause the Blazers coach to call a timeout. Coach Zima of the Blazers, Matt Zima, the head coach for the Marquette Blazers, takes the timeout as we have just about 45 seconds here till we're back in action. Pelletier getting her first action. Kind of nice to see her out there. She was on crutches at one point, I think the first day of school or so.
Absolutely.
After she got hurt, maybe first or second day, as I saw her crutching around the hallway. It's tough around the school. The elevator doesn't work. You got to go up those stairs. That's a tough way to go.
School is currently not crutch friendly.
No, they're working on it. They've been working on that elevator for a couple weeks. They're about ready to open it up.
It's nice to see Pelletier back out
there.
Absolutely. Getting some action.
So Cavemen lead 10-4 here in set number 3 as the Cavemen try to win this in straight sets. And we'll be back here on Thursday night bringing you that varsity volleyball match against the South Bend, Washington Panthers. Panthers? Is that right?
I believe that's correct.
Oh boy, I hope I didn't get that wrong. We're coming out of that timeout. Cavemen will still be serving. It'll be Holland back to serve for the Cavemen again. I can't get over how bright it is in here.
It is. That floor really makes a difference.
Yeah. Blazers with a good hit. It was too far and out of bounds. Point to the Cavemen as they're going to say it wasn't tipped at the line. The Blazers really thought it was tipped, but they're going to say no. 11-4 in favor of the Cavemen. Blazers get it up. They put it over, and it'll be Fry up to Holland, up to Pelletier. Good hit there, and it's going to be out of bounds. Point to the Blazers. It was a good hit there, just barely out as it was coming along the near side here. As it'll be serving for the Blazers, number 25, Emily Lasky. She puts it up, gets it over. It's long. Looked like it might have gone out, but it was played by the Cavemen as Fry puts it up and just gets it over. Lanou gets it up. Holland back. And Lanou got it over. That was kind of scrambling there by the Cavemen, but they got it over. Blazers put it back. Holland. Mitchell taps it over. Still in play. Tapped over. Pelletier. And Holland just barely stays in.
Oh, and I'm not.
And they're going to say inbounds.
Sitting here a little hard for us to see that right side of the court.
Yeah, but they just kept it in as it'll be a sub for the Cavemen as Weiss comes in. Fry is back to serve. It's going to take us a little bit to get used to the new faces here. You know,
Absolutely.
You have a whole season. It's been a year since we've done volleyball, but we know most of them. Holland will put it up, and it'll be Weiss who just came in off the block, and they're going to say it was tipped, and so still in play.
Pelletier, first points of the night. And once again, that crowd lighting up. They are happy to see Pelletier out here today.
Well, she was key last year as a key player, and then even before that, her sister was here, and she was definitely a key player for the Cavemen. So the Pelletier name has been around volleyball here for a few years. Big hit by Mitchell, but kept in play by the Blazers. Holland to Mitchell. Mitchell taps it across again.
And they still haven't found an answer for that.
And that two-hit tap across has just been really a big killer for the Blazers. That's been something that's killed the Cavemen here last year as some of the better teams came in and were doing that a lot to the Cavemen. A big-time serve and the ace by Fry. Megan Fry with the ace makes it 15-5 in favor of the Cavemen. And the Cavemen get the tip. Yeah, got the tip at the line as Watford gets it over. That's going to be in. It's going to be another call that's in, and that's going to be to the Cavemen, 16-5. They're going to say that was just on the line, and again, not something that the Blazers players or coaches like, but 16-5 is the score. Good hit there by the Blazers. Weiss puts it up. Holland gets it over. The block was good, but it gets put back across as Weiss comes across hard, puts it into the player for the Blazers. Can't get it up, and it'll be 17-5. Blazers trail here against the Cavemen. Going to be another timeout. This one again by Marquette, as we'll take a quick break here, 1 minute. Again, we'll be back with our next live broadcast on Thursday. We're hoping in the next couple days to bring you a nice little story out of John Young Middle School, as Parker and I started that today, and we're hoping we can get that done over the next few days. It's not very long, but it's kind of nice, so we'll keep you guys up to date on that. We'll be posting those videos on our YouTube channel, the Mishawaka Network channel, where you got to record some audio still, get some story there. I think I might have Evan help us out with that too. Evan doesn't have any idea what I'm talking about right now. But Parker cut some clips today, got some good sound and video, and we're going to just, we have some other clips we're going to put over it, but once we can get that finished, we'll get that out to you and published. It's a nice story though. The Mishawaka community helping out some different classrooms. So we're going to bring you some different stories, try to bring you a story at some point here about the new TCU Innovation Lab over at John Young. Really nice place. Evan, Parker, and I were over there a few times.
We got to get a peek at it. It's pretty neat over there, not going to lie.
So we might be bringing you that too. But a lot of cool things happening in School City, Mishawaka, as another ace by Megan Fry makes it 18-5. We're going to have a sub here by the Blazers as Fry goes back to serve again.
So that's number 10, Liberty Riley, coming in for, I believe it was number 23, Maggie Williams. Oh, 32, excuse me, Maddie Lindsley.
Yeah, we also have a sub for the Cavemen as Megan Fry, who was serving, is going to go out.
And Jordan Keltz taking her first serve of the night. That would be a correct statement.
We're trying to do a broadcast here, Parker.
Parker pointed out that Jordan Keltz is indeed my best friend. That would be a correct statement.
Okay, well, nice to see her get out on the court here tonight, as this is her first action, and her first serve was an ace. So on second serve here, Cavemen lead 19-5. Still in play as Watford to Holland. Holland up to Pelletier. Off the side of her hand, still in play. And that's going to fall inbounds.
Just barely made it in there.
Yeah, Nikki Mitchell was kind of in between. Do I backpedal and get that, or is somebody coming behind? And nobody did. And so that'll be a point to the Blazers as the Blazers will go back to serve. This is number 21, Allie McConnell, serving for the Blazers as Mitchell gets it up and over. Good diving save there by the Blazers, and it's up and over. It'll be Holland up to Pelletier. Good hit off the net, but still in play. She puts it up. Holland over to Weiss, who's kind of off balance, but still got that thing. She got to reach all the way across her body.
Absolutely.
And got a good hit on it. And that'll be another point for the Cavemen. 20-6 is the lead here.
Yeah, just bounced off the arms there. Number 7 for Marquette. Yeah. Went out of bounds as Pelletier will be taking the serve here.
And that's an ace. Nobody could quite get there as it fell into space, and it's 21-6, 4 points away from set number 3 victory and a straight sets win for the Cavemen. It's a nice way to start in the first action here at the new and improved Cave. And that's out of bounds, point Cavemen. As Pelletier will go back to serve again. We're going to have a quick substitution as it looks like number 3 Barson will go out. In for the Cavemen is number 17, Cora Neff.
Also seeing her first action of the night here.
And that's over and good. It's still in play, but it's going to fall point to the Blazers. Pelletier will go out, Wofford in. As the Blazers will go back to serve.
Ooh, just off the shoulder of Kelts there.
And that'll be an ace for the Blazers. 22-8 is the score. Wofford puts it up. Holland will put it up for Weiss.
Oh, and just the tap over.
A really great play there by Weiss as she got it over.
She's really had quite the night tonight.
Especially for your first match here in the Cave.
Absolutely.
It can be an intimidating place, you know. And it'll be Neff, gets it off the block, still in play. Good hit off the block, still up. And Mitchell gets it over. Two great diving plays there as Neff is right there for this one. And it'll be Weiss again, and she gets it over.
Barely gets it in. And the crowd has come alive here at the Cave as they are 1 point away from going 3-0 and taking the sweep here.
24-8 as the Cavemen go back to serve. It'll be Mitchell who started this game off serving, seeing if she can end it. And the hit is up off the block and down. Point Blazers.
Good effort there by Kelts.
Yeah. Well, they had a number of Cavemen going for that.
Absolutely.
But they ended up on the ground, and the ball ended up in between all of them. 24-9, Cavemen trying to win here in straight sets. One more point will do it as that serve is up and over. Kelts puts it up. Mitchell all the way across. Big time hit there by Holland, and that'll do it as it lands in between the defense, and the Cavemen win 25-9 to take the match in straight sets, 3-0 as the Cavemen win. How do we feel like it went tonight here, Evan?
Went good. Mishawaka really looked dominant.
Absolutely.
As you mentioned, they took all 3 sets.
And by pretty large margins in each of them.
Yes, by pretty large margins. And really, Cavemen look good here tonight.
Absolutely. Well, I had a chance to see them again here on Thursday as they'll be playing South Bend, Washington. So we'll be back to bring you that. We had a good broadcast tonight, right?
Absolutely.
We got to play some videos. We'll probably play one or more of them again in our next broadcast. So look for that. As I told you about the pillow, you thought I was lying to you. I was not.
And there seems to be a picture there on that pillow. We're going to have to get some more information on that.
Listen, Evan, you're going to have to do the research.
Okay.
Come back with some sources, some
right.
primary sources. What's the pillow about and the homeschooling thing. That's your homework here.
I can get that handled. Duly noted.
And Parker, if you want to be in on that too, figure it out, okay? With that, we got the victory. Thanks to everybody here on the broadcast. There was 4 of us here. We had Maddie helping us out with the camera work. Good work there. Parker was doing his thing here on the switcher, getting those camera angles, getting those videos played. And then Evan and I were here bringing you the audio. We're hoping on Thursday to bring you one more camera angle, to have one more person. We'll see if we have that or not. We'll have to talk to our people. Your people, talk to my people, Evan, okay, so we can figure that out. And like I said, there's spelling Cavemen. I told you. You thought I was messing with you. And there goes the pill. See? And Lanu caught it. There you go.
Right.
Next time we might need to get a camera in there and
right,
see what's going
good.
on. I'm telling you. Okay. With that, Cavemen win in straight sets here against the Marquette Blazers. A good effort by both teams, but a happy night for us as we get to go home with a victory. And we'll be back to bring you our next live event on Thursday evening, about 7:30-ish. You never know how fast those JV games go. To bring you the Cavemen volleyball team again. They'll be taking on South Bend, Washington. And then the next night, we'll be bringing you varsity football from Steel Stadium. Come out and check out the new video board. We're going to be doing that. Come out and check out the team after the big victory last week against Portage. And if you're out of town, you can't make it, we'll be bringing it to you live. So thanks for tuning in. With that, we're going to sign off here tonight. So Parker's going to end our stream here, and we'll be back on Thursday.